What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into ZAYN's live performance and first time showing us the song Alienated. I'm so stoked. It's been so long since we've seen ZAYN do a live performance. You know, he's come a long way, okay? It's almost like he's battled a lot. He's come a long way. I'm so excited for this. I'm excited for the new album. There's just so much going on right now. Music is so much fun. Before we dive into this, please check out my Patreon, links in the description. I have all of ZAYN's albums as full uncut album reactions and listening parties. We jam the whole album together. You get my first time reactions to those. I have ZAYN live performances. I have so much content when it comes to One Direction and the members of One Direction. It's crazy. So if you are a fan of any of the solo work or that group, you guys definitely have to check it out. The One Direction movie, all kinds of cool stuff. Links in the description. But all that out of the way, I'm excited for ZAYN's Alienated live performance, so we get to hear the song and see it live for the first time. Let's do it.
No two people are the same.
Oof.
Stand beside you, but just far enough away. Last night we were drinking, try to think away the pain.
Oof.
Made that age-old mistake. Tried to disconnect my body from my soul.
Fuck. The thing I notice about him in this like slower kind of pace, and we've noticed this with a lot of his records, but it gives him time to really kind of like shift each word, like each thing that he does. So you can hear that vibrato kind of coming through, and where he'll throw like a little bit more breath and stuff in. It's really interesting because you know, you hear guitar players and there's certain ways that you can hit certain notes and everything, and drummers, they can bring it in with, you know, you can build up and all that stuff. Well, singers can do that same shit. It's so cool.
Mistake. Tried to disconnect my body from my soul.
Oh.
See, I feel alright already on my own. Can you let me be on my own? Can you let me be?
That's it right there.
Do I need to answer around my road? Am I home if I don't know this place?
Oh.
And I've been feeling alienated on my spaceship alone.
Holy fuck, I got goosebumps on that. I've been feeling alienated on my spaceship all alone, almost feeling like you don't really fit in anywhere. It seems like, and I feel like this happens a lot. I think ZAYN's at the right age for this to start happening. It happened to me as well. But as you start to grow up and kind of grow on, you move on from friends and relationships and things like that. You kind of find your own little place in the world. And the interesting thing is, like, when you do that, it's a very lonely moment. It's a very like isolating moment because you have grown into this specific type of person, but now you're starting to feel like you don't fit in anywhere. And I absolutely have gone through this, just like ZAYN has.
Say goodbye to the past, leave it all with the last.
Yes.
Cause you always was right all along. Know my reasons for the pain, but if you brought it in front of me, I know I'd do it all again.
Oh my God. Like that shit right there. Like that is just talented fucking vocals right there. Listen to this.
But if you brought it in front of me, I know I'd do it all again. Call them big can games. I know from all the years that my feelings never change.
Oh.
Can you let me be intoxicated on my own?
Ooh. He's so moody.
Do I need to answer around my roads? Am I home if I don't know this place?
am I home if I don't know this place? So not only do you feel alienated just from growing and kind of moving on, but also like, what if your home is something you no longer recognize? What if you're there and you don't feel comfortable there? Like, or it's home, but you don't feel like you even recognize it or yourself. Like, that's a very hard place to be. And I feel like this happens in every generation too. Like, imagine you grow up in a city. This happens to me. You grow up in a city and then like 10 years later, you go back to that city and like the nostalgia is there and you remember living there, but it's very different. And I feel like that also can be very isolating.
I've been feeling alienated on my spaceship alone. Say goodbye to the past, leave it all with a laugh, 'cause you always was right all along.
Fuck. Oh, that bass just creates such a good vibe right here. Oh, she knows it too. Yeah. So smooth.
Can the wings on your skin help you fly away? 'Cause it's always raining and the clouds fly away.
One more time.
'Cause it's always raining and the clouds always gray.
Yes.
When you're away.
Let's bring it back.
I've been feeling alienated on my spaceship alone. Say goodbye to the past.
Those harmonies right there. Yes.
With a laugh, 'cause you was right all along, all along. Say goodbye to the past.
Oh.
Say goodbye.
Woo. Are you fucking kidding me? Dude. Okay, there's so many things. ZAYN sounds so incredible here. There's a lot of stuff to take in. Oh my God. Okay, let me try to get it together. Okay, first and foremost, ZAYN sounds truly fucking angelic in this. It's a live performance from ZAYN. ZAYN's live vocals will always dominate. And the reason I say that is I feel like when someone gets to perform live, they can take those original thoughts that they had when they recorded a song and they can do things to it. They've played the song more now. They have more that they can add to it. So you get these little vibrato moments and these little, you know, note runs and cool harmonies coming in, stuff that you can add later. So a live performance is always great. But also, it's just a big deal because as everyone knows, all of ZAYN's fans know, he's not much of a live performer. He's battled with things to try to overcome that. So this is a really big deal, not only just for it being a new track, which we're definitely going to talk about, but just for us having a live performance from ZAYN where he sounds this incredible and looks so comfortable. That studio space that they were performing in was amazing. The acoustics sound awesome. I know there's some mastering and stuff done, but still, like, actually maybe, yeah, there's probably a little bit, but just on those instruments, and it sounds so fucking crisp through all of this. This song, I feel like, is the perfect growth as you are aging, as you are growing up, as, you know, your teens and your 20s start to leave you behind and you keep moving forward. You start to realize that you definitely grow on your own path. And I feel like ZAYN is addressing that here. He just feels alienated everywhere that he goes. There's a certain point where the things you used to believe in, maybe you don't believe in so much anymore. The things that you didn't care about before, maybe you care about now. Your priorities in life shift, and what happens is when that happens, you really do start to alienate yourself. The thing is, you start coming back to cities that you know and your life, your world that you grew up in, and nothing looks familiar because it's not just like growth and development. It's nothing looks familiar because you're not the same person anymore. You have grown. ZAYN has definitely grown, and it's just so fucking cool to see that after all these years. So I hear this song and it immediately hits me in the feels. A couple things that I think of right away. The vulnerability in this album is going to be incredible. And not to say that we've never had that from ZAYN. ZAYN's very vulnerable. But I feel like with this style, I think we're going to get something very different. I also am a big fan of the fact that because ZAYN has R&B on lock, anything that he does is him doing that version with his R&B style. And I think that's really cool. This has those folk and indie kind of vibes. At the same time, it's got a little bit of like Southern or like a little bit of like, you know, country kind of twang, but it's all subtle, but it all comes together to create a total package of Zayn doing like folk R&B. And I'm fucking into it so much. So I can't wait to hear him tell us about all of his journeys that he's had and how he's a farmer now and all the things that he's done and more about that isolation. Because again, I typically want to listen to music that has me sort of address the things that I'm also going through, that I've gone through, makes me feel like I'm not alone. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Zayn's new album's coming soon and I can't fucking wait. I will be doing a full uncut album reaction / listening party over on Patreon, as well as a album reaction on YouTube. If you guys are interested in checking any of those things out, as well as all of my other Zayn and One Direction content, the link's in the description. I love y'all so much. I will see you in the next one. Peace.